Absolutely magnificent. Dhoni finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup.
One dream was to do it for Sachin and the whole of India, and we did it for him.
This is for all the nation.
The party begins in Mumbai.
Dhoni and the whole team. I'm congratulating the Sachin Tendulkar.
आया वर्ल्ड कप हमारे देश रे जीतेंगे मेरे धोनी की इंडिया आया वर्ल्ड कप हमारे देश रे जीतेंगे मेरी धोनी की इंडिया.
Congratulations, well done guys. Very proud, very happy.
Carried the burden of the nation for 21 years, so it's time we carried him on our shoulders.
The hype around the 2011 World Cup was like never before. Host India were up against co-hosts Bangladesh in their first group match. The Green Brigade had derailed India's campaign 4 years back, and the men in blue were wary, especially playing in their backyard.
लास्ट टाइम हम लोग बांग्लादेश से हारे थे और जिसकी वजह से हम लोग बाहर हो गए थे, तो इस बारी हमारे पास अच्छा मौका है वापस बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट जब खेलेंगे तो वो बात ज़रूर याद रहेगी और मैं कह सकता हूँ कि एक रिवेंज मैच हो सकता है ये आने वाला.
And the Nawab of Najafgarh made his intentions clear from the very first ball.
Just getting that front leg out of the way to allow a free swing of the blade.
The rock-solid Virendra Sehwag sunk Bangladesh with a memorable 175.
And this then was Virendra Sehwag, who literally carved his way to a magnificent 175.
Viru's stun overshadowed Virat's stun on the World Cup debut.
Into the act, making his debut at the Cricket World Cup. He made a century. He was 100 not out at the end.
A mature knock that helped India amass 370 runs in the opener.
Sehwag down the pitch.
Yeah, I knew India would beat Bangladesh here because it was an accident, and accidents don't happen every day. You know, Bangladesh played better than us in the West Indies, and what I saw on that night in Mirpur in 2011 I wasn't surprised, because for me that's the right kind of result.
It was one swing too many.
India clinched their first win by 87 runs.
Just playing from the crease and playing away from the body, getting an inside edge.
From the first day, India made it clear that they had the side to win the World Cup after 28 years. But their first big test was against England. It was their first big game of the tournament in Bengaluru. As usual, just like the game against Bangladesh, Virendra Sehwag started off with a 4. He made it a habit in that World Cup to start off with a 4. But the great man Sachin Tendulkar stole the limelight for the day with a magnificent 100 against England.
For India. Big shot. Yeah.
Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar looked a different avatar in Bengaluru. Sachin started off cautiously and slowly began to turn the game in India's favour by recording his 5th century in the World Cup.
5 World Cup hundreds for the little master, more than any other player in the history of the game.
Another 100 at the Chinnaswamy from the master, and he's told me a very important and interesting story. The night before the game, Sachin was fiddling with one of his bats in the dressing room, a brand new one. He never does that because his match bat was ready. He himself told, am I being stupid? Why am I wasting my own time? But who knew, next game against England, he goes out to bat 45 minutes into the match. He plays a full-blooded cover drive and sees that the ball is not travelling. He asks for his new bat, the one he was fiddling with and getting ready the night before. Complete quirk of fate, and the rest is history.
Half centuries by Gautam Gambhir and Yuvraj Singh saw India post their second consecutive 300-plus total in the tournament.
It's 50 for Yuvraj.
India had a massive score of 338, which was, according to me, and I'm sure with the Indian dressing room, was defendable. But Andrew Strauss's 153 took the limelight away from Sachin Tendulkar. It was a better innings than what the great man Tendulkar played on that particular day.
So out come Kevin Peterson and Andrew Strauss.
The conditions were hostile. The crowd was rooting against him. But Andrew Strauss believed he could steal the match for England.
Into Strauss's strength, and he's helped it through the square leg boundary.
The English skipper hit 18 boundaries and a 6 to take England close to a record chase.
Away for 6.
With 3 quick blows though, India were right back in the game.
This should be out, and is out.
But Dhoni was soon out of options, and the onus now fell on a rookie to take India home.
Well struck. 6 ball.
जब 49th ओवर करने आया तो दिमाग में ये था कि करना क्या है उसमें. तो पहली बॉल तो अच्छा उसने बैट्समैन बीट हुआ, पर दूसरी बॉल पे जब छक्का पड़ गया तो दिमाग ने थोड़ा काम करना बंद कर दिया था कि अब करना क्या है.
Graham Swan and Ajmal Shehzad could manage only 13 in the last over as India earned a nervous point.
It's a tie. A tremendous contest, and one would have to say at the end of it all.
After getting out of jail against England, a game which England should have won, India played 2 easy opponents in the form of the Irish and the Dutch, which they won easily and not surprisingly. But then came the big game against South Africa, where South Africa were outstanding. There were questions raised against India, which was, I thought, unfortunate, where I thought India played very well. The questions were, did India still have the side to win the World Cup after 28 years?
This is where it's so dangerous. There's so little margin.
It looked like a match made in heaven. India's batting might against the best bowlers in the world. Sachin and Sehwag ripped into Dale Steyn and company.
Not nice if you're a South African on the field. Certainly
Getting.
India were cruising to their highest total in the tournament. By the 18th over, India had scored 144 runs at 8 runs per over, and it was Sachin who was scoring faster than Viru.
Up in the air.
That's a good shot. Was in the air.
After Viru's dismissal, Sachin and Gautam Gambhir joined forces.
Good shot. Very good shot.
Tendulkar scored his 99th career ton and the 6th in the World Cup, the highest ever by any player. Everything was going according to the script, but then God left the field.
Main turnaround of the team, I would say, कि जब South Africa से हारे match. I remember कि हमारे 200 रन पे 1 आउट था और लास्ट 10 ओवर में जल्दी रन बनाने के चक्कर में टीम 290 कुछ पे ऑल आउट हो गई और वो लास्ट ओवर में मैच हार गए हम. एंड आई थिंक उसके बाद एज अ टीम हमने डिसीजन लिया कि दिस कैन हैपन, लेकिन हम चाहेंगे कि इतने बड़े टूर्नामेंट दोबारा ऐसी मिस्टेक ना हो. हमने एज अ टीम उसके बारे में बात की कि ट्राई एंड अवे फ्रॉम डिस्ट्रैक्शंस, कोई टीवी ना देखे, कोई अखबार ना पढ़े और स्टे क्लोज एज अ यूनिट और बी पॉजिटिव एंड try and do better in the next game.
Almost every time he's been...
India bounced back to wrap up their group stage with another huge win. Yuvraj Singh hammered West Indies at Chepauk.
Yuvraj read it beautifully. Because
a match-winning ton was followed up by 2 wickets for an all-round performance.
and the batsman well short of the crease. Magnificent work by
India beat Windies by 80 runs to advance to the quarters, where they were up against 4-time World Cup winners and defending champions Australia. On the other side of the break, we take you back to India's 3 most famous wins in the 2011 World Cup. Wins that threw the entire nation into a tizzy. Wins that our generation will remember till the end of time.